Me. My name is Kristen, and I'll be opening the December 2023 Ink Flight box. Oh my gosh. So I guess I'm going to give this one away to someone. Oh, that's great. It's a good product. I use it. I'm very happy with it. The Ink Miser. Oh, what's the antique brown? Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, we've got platinum mixable inks. Cool. Founded by Shunichi Nakata in 1919, the Platinum Pen Company has a long history of producing world-class luxury writing instruments. Driven by the desire to enhance the pleasure of writing, Platinum carefully formulates a selection of inks with unique properties. This month's selection includes mixable, iron gall, and permanent inks. Okay, so I think the mix-free... Oh, they gave us the primary colors: Sunny Yellow, Flame Red, Aqua Blue. Ink Journal Majestic Spruce. This holiday blend is made using 1 part Aurora Blue, 2 parts Aurora Blue, 2 parts Earth Brown, 3 parts Leaf Green, and 6 parts Sunny Yellow. Is it 1 part Aurora Blue or 2 parts or 3 parts Aurora Blue? I'm not sure. Platinum Classic Lavender Black, Platinum Classic Sepia Black. Platinum Chokuro. Okay, nice. Very nice. Okay. So these are the inks. It's so cute. It's like creepy and cute at the same time. It's so cute. It's creepy cute. Okay, so let's take a look at this Giorgio. This pen case is pretty cool. Let's see. I'm gonna stick a Twisby in here. Fits nicely. I don't think I'd go any larger than this. It's a decent enough pen case. I probably wouldn't toss like one of my more expensive fountain pens in here, but this is nice for, yeah, like a Twisby. If you want to toss a Twisby in your bag, you can do something like this. But because of the thin walls, I would worry about something damaging the pen through the walls of the case. So, but yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice case. I feel so out of practice right now. I've been working so hard trying to get these Diamond Inkvent videos posted every day that I've gotten out of practice filming videos. So now it's like, what am I supposed to do with myself? Okay, this is, let me write. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work out. He doesn't want to write. This bright lemony yellow ink is mixable with flame red or aqua blue to make orange or green, respectively. Wow, this is barely legible. Definitely a true mixable color. Okay. I don't know if any is actually getting onto this pen. Yeah, It's like this is repelling. Okay. It's barely working on this paper. Let's see if it makes a difference on Edelful. This isn't working. This is not working. I'm really scraping the paper more than actually writing on it. Yeah, this makes it super duper difficult to write with this ink because the surface tension is just so great that it will just fall onto the paper as one huge drop, and all I can do is just spread the drop around. Yeah, it's one of those inks that is really just used to either mix or make art. This is not pleasant at all. Oh my gosh. Am I done yet? Am I done yet? Am I done yet? Why am I not done yet? It might be great for some fancy concoctions, but oh goodness. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do this in some other notebooks as well. Okay. Yeah, that's a very stubborn ink. All right, moving on. We've got Platinum Mix Free Flame Red. This light pinkish red adds passion to your words and can be mixed with either aqua blue or sunny yellow. This is a much better experience in comparison to sunny yellow. I like this color though. Does not look red. Maybe that's why I like it. Much better. Bright and deep with shading, this turquoise ink has a calming influence. Feel free to combine it with the other two mix-free inks. I would love to be near some water that was this color. Yes. That clear blue. Oh, the color of vacation. This might not be as wet as the flame red. Aqua blue seems to be somewhere in the middle. It's in terms of wetness. These three colors don't seem to have any sort of shading going on. The blue might. Ink Journal Majestic Spruce. This holiday blend is made using 1 part aqua. Okay. I read that incorrectly. Okay. This holiday blend is made using 1 part Aurora Blue, 2 parts Aqua Blue, 2 parts Earth Brown, 3 parts Leaf Green, and 6 parts Sunny Yellow. Okay, so we have Aqua Blue, but we do not have Aurora Blue. It looks like a really nice color too. I hope I love it. It looks really nice in the bottle. Let's see how fancy this green looks. It's nice. Coats the vial. It is my hope that it will be a well-behaved ink. So their green might be one of the ink colors that I use in the near future. I'm impressed. I like this green. This is beautifully wet. Yes. I like this color. I really like this color. It looks good. Awesome job, Ink Flight, Ink Journal. Next, on to the Iron Gall inks. We've got Platinum Lavender Black and Platinum Sepia Black. So I do have samples of these two inks already. So I guess I'm just going to be passing these on to someone else. A pen pal, I guess. Platinum Classic Lavender Black. The dye-based Iron Gall ink starts as a bright purple and darkens into a rich mulled wine color. Platinum Lavender Black was the first positive experience that I've had so far with this month's ink flight. Even though it looks like it might be a bit, is it bleeding through? No, it's not bleeding through, but it just looks like it's spread so much on this Yamamoto bank paper. And it looks a bit grainy where I've laid down a lot of ink, like it's threatening to bleed through the paper. Lavender Black looks really good next to this Majestic Spruce. So take a look at the color of the ink right now after it has dried on the paper against this bright magenta while it's wet. Wow, look at how dark it is here. And then how bright it is here. So maybe I need to try Platinum Lavender Black in a broader nib and not just in that Platinum Soft Fine fountain pen that I've got. I would love to see something that's this deep, this dark, coming out of a larger nib. Ooh. So I have a Twisby coming in the mail, and I think that this would be a beautiful pairing for that pen. Platinum Lavender Black in the Twisby cookies, not cookies and cream, but I keep thinking that it's cookies and cream, but it's cream rose gold. That's so nice. I love the combination of colors here. Platinum Classic Sepia Black. This earthy brown iron gall ink darkens as it dries with a high degree of shading. I really do love my murky colors. This is gorgeous. I like these bottom three. Of course I do. I love how it looks on here. It's Platinum Classic Lavender Black. I love how that iron gall just like really darkens up in some of those places, some areas. Oh, it's lovely. Now, for the darkest one in the collection, Chokuro. Okay, it's actually much more watery than I thought it would be. Ooh-wee. The blackest black ever created in the company's 104-year history, this pigmented ink is waterproof. Take a look at that. So this is actually a platinum, what is this? Platinum Carbon Black up here. And this is Platinum Chokuro down here. Chokuro definitely seems to be a wetter ink than Platinum Carbon Black. Huh. Okay, let's keep going. This is a wet ink. Wow. This is dark. It's so dark. Look at that ink. Look at how dark it is. Yeah, so I definitely still need to rub all of this off. Let's see if I use a brush. Can I brush some of it off? Okay, that's cool. So that was after me just using the paintbrush and water, just brushing off the excess, the extra ink. And it did a great job. Ooh-wee! That is so black. It's so thick. It's so wet and so black. Look at how dark that is. All right, wow. There is no light reflecting off of this ink. It's like a black powder on the paper. Oh my gosh. Look at how wet this is. Oh, wow. Wow. It's like, it is so dark and it looks like it would be just so completely viscous, thick and oily, but it's a wet ink. It's a nicely flowing wet ink, and it washed out of my dip pens, both dip pens, the glass one and the brass nib, very quickly, very easily, very nicely. All I had to do was just add a little friction to it when I rinsed it out, and that was good. It was just fine. I'm not using distilled water. I'm using just regular tap water. So this is the first rinse and this is the second rinse, and all of my utensils, all of my tools have come out clean. So I'm very impressed by Chokuro. It looks like there is some shading here, at least on this paper. But on other papers, not so much. Not at all. Do I want to try this out? Do I want to try that out? I think I'll do that in another session because I only have a few minutes right now. What I do want to focus on right now are the swatches across different papers. Look at that black. Okay, so the first thing that I could say is that I am never going to put this pure color in a fountain pen because this was probably the most difficult ink that I have ever experienced. I'm not going to say it's a terrible ink because really I would only use this. I would only have this in my collection to mix it with something else. I would never use it as a standalone ink. I have encountered other ink colors that behave much better than this one. So for example, the European Honeybee Eater Chin is a marvelous bright yellowish ink that behaves wonderfully in a fountain pen. And it's basically this color, close enough. Now this Platinum Mix Free Flame Red is very interesting. It's kind of nice. It's like a cool tone salmon pink color. It went on a bit wet on most of these papers, or at least well behaved. It was wet in comparison to Sunny Yellow, but it seemed like a really well behaved ink. And the same thing goes for Aqua Blue. It might have been slightly drier than Flame Red, but really both of these are really well behaved inks. And I'm so glad that they are, because if I have to mix this with something, I'm hoping that the other ink or inks would be a little bit more, or actually a lot more free flowing than this one. I'm looking forward to trying those out and mixing them and seeing what I come up with. What I really thought about coming up with until I saw this ink was a nice green ink, maybe something olive. I might pick something, I might try it anyway. I might try and create a green anyway, something that's a little bit more olive. So I really love how Majestic Spruce looks on Midori paper, but I would want to have a shade like this, but I want it to look like this on Tomoe River paper. I think this is Tomoe River paper. So I would love to see this color on this paper. So I would give it a little bit more yellow perhaps to warm up that green. But this is beautiful. It's actually really beautiful, really nice, really lovely on all of these papers. But I really like how this cream Midori paper warms up that color. Platinum Classic Lavender Black actually looks fuchsia on this paper. What's this one? This is the Yamamoto bank paper, right? Yep. On the Yamamoto bank paper, it looks fuchsia here. And I love how it looks darker on all of these other papers. Like, that is so cool. This is probably Irritable. No, it's not. This is Irritable paper. This is Cosmo Air Light. On these two papers, Cosmo Air Light paper and Irritable paper, there's like a hint of black in the shading. And I really love how it works. So I would love to see Platinum Lavender Black in a wetter writing fountain pen. Actually, the same thing for Platinum Sepia Black. I like the shading here, but I prefer the color on Midori paper, Tomoe River paper, and even Yamamoto bank paper, although it looks a bit grainy here. So these Platinum Classic colors actually look a little bit grainy on the Yamamoto bank paper. I'm not sure why. I hope you can see that. But there's a graininess to these two inks on Yamamoto bank paper. And I really prefer the smoothness, how it looks so smooth with a hint of black on Irritable paper and Cosmo Air Light paper. Chokuro is so dark. There's a hint of sheen on the Yamamoto bank paper. It does have a hint of sheen around the edges, like there's a halo, a black halo that is not present on Tomoe River paper. It has a very slight sheen on Cosmo Air Light and Irritable paper. And it just looks like a flat black on Midori. like a chalky, dusty, powdery black on Midori. Like it looks like if I run my finger across it, that black chalk or I don't know, ash is gonna come off on my fingers. But it's nothing budges. All right, so I'm gonna run a brush across this edge over here. This is supposed to be completely waterproof. So let's try it out. Let's test it and see if it ends up being waterproof. Oh, okay. It didn't exactly budge, but some of the ink actually came up. So you'll see it, some of it did come off on the paper. So if I just do this over here, there's nothing on the brush. But if I bring some of it down, it actually, there is a hint of it. There's a hint of it that gets lifted and smears a bit. So let's try out lavender black and sepia black. See if there's any, yeah, there's a little bit of something here. Oh, yeah, there's a good bit of something there too. So these are iron gall inks, but they are not completely waterproof. Yeah, so that smears, that smears. This, it's still darkest of the dark. How can you describe it? How can I describe this? So in the way that these two inks actually started to smear and some of the color lifts and is not as bright, it's not as bold, not as dark as it was before, like for over here. Chokuro remains black, blackest of the black. Even though some of it moves and budges with water, it still remains black underneath. That's it for all 7 samples. I really do enjoy these colors. I love these colors. Now these, I'm just gonna have to figure out exactly what color I'd like to create from them and then see if that new ink color is a well-behaved ink. So wish me luck. Oh yeah, let's take a look at some ink swatch comparisons. Here is Sunny Yellow next to Troublemaker Mango. Octopus Fluids Orange. Roaring Klingner Helianthus. They are basically the same color, but I really enjoy Helianthus much more than I do Sunny Yellow. Honeybee Eater Chin, excuse me, Van Diemen's European Honeybee Eater Chin. So this is actually a deeper color than European Honeybee Eater Chin, but this lighter yellow is a much better behaved ink than Sunny Yellow. So I think the closest one is probably Helianthus. Next to Dan Huang. Sunny Yellow next to Stipula Saffron. I really do enjoy these bright bold inks. Apache Sunset. Actually, let me just go ahead and change this because I think it's called Southwest Sunset now. There we go. So, Southwest Sunset. But yeah, so the closest color is Roaring Klingner Helianthus. Okay. This is Flame Red next to Write and Draw Orange Bunny. Diamond Celebration is much more, I guess, it's more coral and it has a shimmer as well. That's orange. Okay, I made that one. Strawberry Shortcake by Monteverde. It's definitely a red. All right. Yeah, so honestly, the closest color is Octopus Fluids Write and Draw Orange Bunny. Aqua Blue next to Mar Caribe. Private Reserve Daphne Blue. Monteverde Caribbean Blue. Palette Rochizuku Amairo. Stipula Light Blue. Pretty close. These are both like really close in color. Noodler's Navajo Turquoise. Aurora Turquoise. Slightly deeper, but really basically the same color. Enderilium Blue Ringed Octopus Blue. So I seem to have lots of colors that are pretty similar to this. Diatramenis Cyan Blue Copper. Noodler's Navy. Ink Journal Holiday Spruce. Let's see what I've got. Oh, I gotta go. Roaring Cleaner Alt Gold Grün. Oh, Vinta Inks Late. Pannonia Ink Laboratory Z5. Grafon Faber-Castell Olive Green. Ferris Wheel Press Peter Moss. It's deeper color. Monteverde Olivine. I think the others are a bit too blue. Platinum Classic Sepia Black next to Sailor Manyo Shirakashi. Paladoro Suzuku Inaho. Dear Brown by Inkybara. Troublemaker Tuslabua. Sailor Shikiori Minori. Okay, so we've got Platinum Lavender Black next to Robert Oster Napa. Noodler's Black Swan and Australian Roses. Waringal Pride and Prejudice. Ferris Wheel Press Double Raspberry. Jacobin L'Arme de Cassis. Vinta Inks Makopa. Laban Zeus. Here you go. Here's my earlier swatch of Platinum Lavender Black, which looks a bit different. Look at that. Roaring Cleaner Alt Bordeaux. Robert Oster Pink Squirrel. Sailor Yumeku Datekokoro. Let's take a look at Chokuro next to all of my blacks. So we've got Troublemaker Polar Lights. Jacobin Shogun. Pelican Brilliant Black. Leonardo Officina Italiana Black. Private Reserve Velvet Black. Waringal Shooting at the Moon. And Platinum Carbon Black. So you see the sheen on Platinum Carbon Black, but not really a sheen. Not a sheen at all. There might be a bit of light reflecting, but it's basically a black hole on a piece of paper. Chokuro. All right, so these are all of the inks from this month's Ink Flight box. I've got that ink miser and a nice little pen case. I will also do a couple tests of these 3 inks just to see if I can come up with something that I really, really like. And I'll let you know what I think about it. So until then, thank you again for watching and joining me on this unboxing. I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.